Hello, everyone. I'm Jean-Claude of BeyondMystic, and welcome to this episode of Between the Lines, live here from the docking station close to where I live. Beautiful sunny day, super, super hot. It's one of those scorcher. So I've got my AC on for now. Hopefully, my phone doesn't overheat like it did last time. So give me a 5x5 if you guys are in the chat and if you can hear me okay now. Just wait a few minutes here for people to join us here on this impromptu live stream. Andrew says, hi, JC. Greetings from the UK. Hi, Andrew. Elizabeth, hi from Ohio. Nice to see you. Jenny, hello. Christine Campagna, bonjour. Jenny R, hello, hello. Ronnie, how's it going? Sherry Peterson, hello. All right, I think this is working. Let me just check my... So sound is cool. Okay, loud and clear. Jenna, okay, thank you so much. Appreciate that. All righty. So where do we start? Essentially, I wanted to do this quick video with you guys. Well, first, spend a little bit of time with you guys here. It's been a weird week, man, and I miss you guys. I've been working really, really hard, as you know, dealing with I guess the result of the censorship. So that's caused me a lot of headaches and work to redo on the back end of things. And so, as you saw probably on Twitter this morning, I posted that Patreon has now moved to the next level. First was the warning, and now I have a temporary suspension on the Patreon page. And so essentially, they're asking me to remove a lot of the content, if not all of the content, really. The way they've described, and I've talked about this last week on a video with Janine, but essentially their original email warning to me was that there was some episodes that were inciting violence, and they were pointing to some of the episodes, the pay-per-view episode links for the Janine Uncensored Tarot stuff. And so, of course, if you guys watch the show, you know, there's a lot of kids in the back here. You know, we're not inciting violence. And so when I responded to Patreon, they said, oh, well, no, you're promoting QAnon. And I'm like, well, I've never once did a video promoting QAnon. I've never once done a video even decoding Q drops or anything like that. So they came back and said, well, you know, you talk about the election, you talk about the health thing, you talk about, you know, Trump, and you talk about this and that, and that's all considered conspiracy, QAnon conspiracy. So I'm saying the word here many times, so maybe this video won't stay here too long on YouTube either way. But at any rate, that's the position. Let's see if we can get back down to the bottom here. That's the position of Patreon. And so I said, okay, well, that's a broad brush. Let me look at the content and see what specifically could stay on there and what could not go on there. And there's like 50, maybe 100 hours worth of videos there already. And so they weren't giving me much time to go through that. And I didn't want to go ahead and delete all of the content. And so I had deleted the first few videos that they had pointed out. Most of them were Janine videos. I think one was with Jim Willie. And again, the videos are not on Patreon. It's just the links to where my videos reside on my private server. So on my private server, everything's fine. But what Patreon has issues with is the fact that I'm using Patreon to send people to content, even though the content is not on Patreon itself. The fact that I'm using Patreon to send people to where content is, in their opinion, inappropriate, they don't like that. So not only did they want me to delete the posts on Patreon, they wanted me to also go on, check this out. They also wanted me to go on my private server that I'm paying for, the uncensored videos, and wanted me to delete the content there as well. So you can see we're kind of at an impasse. And so there might still be a solution there with Patreon. I'm working on something, so bear with me again. So the point of me doing this video here is, please just hold. If you're a Patreon member right now, you know I'm not going anywhere. Whether it's Patreon, this or that, or option, you know, A, B, or C. I think I think you know enough to know that I will fulfill my obligations to you guys. So it's just a matter of time here and me figuring out the best way to do that. So not just the best way to do that from a technical point of view, but the best way to do that so it's as seamless as possible, both for you, the Patreon members, and also the clients that purchase the pay-per-view videos individually. And so let me get into one of those options right now. I could. People said, "Oh, just go to Subscribestar instead." So that would be the similar equivalent of Patreon. So to have another third-party support, to handle all of the subscriptions. I don't like that option at this point. At this point, I would much rather be in control of all of my things, all of my properties, and have direct relationships with my client without having a third party in there. Now, I'm not saying no right now to Subscribestar. I've started the process there as well, and there's lag time there. As soon as you apply, you go into review. They have to look at your stuff, and so uh, that's going on in the background, just so you know. So that will be one of the possibilities. Not my favorite one for sure. Now the other one, yeah, you need your own platform. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. Okay, so who was that? Mother Nature. Yeah. So the other thing I'm trying to do is to create a subscription service on the BeyondMystic.net website. And there's an issue with doing that. So I'll explain to you why there's a delay, because otherwise I could have implemented this already 2 weeks ago, or even earlier than that, when I first started seeing the new censorship wave that was going on, and when, of course, the YouTube channel was just deleted a couple of weeks ago. The reason I couldn't do that, so let me explain. A little bit technical, guys. If you don't care about this, just shut it off and just know that I'm eventually going to get this to work for all of you guys, and just bear with me. So if that's all you need to know, you can move on to this video from this video, and I'll see you tonight with Solretta at 6 p.m. Now, if you want to understand a little bit more why there's technical issues, bear with me here. I'll try to get through that. So essentially, on the BeyondMystic.net website, I use PayPal in order to process transactions. And many of you buy and choose to purchase the pay-per-view episodes one by one as they come out, and you pick a la carte what you want. And that is perfectly okay. That's why I set it up that way, so that people would have the choice to either buy just a couple of episodes that interest them, or if they bought enough episodes, they could decide, hey, I want a subscription here. I'm actually going to save money, support JC at the same time. And they had the Patreon option where they had the insider access pass to get access to all of that. So that was the best of both worlds at that point. Now, in order to merge that together on one website, there's a problem. I'll explain to you. If I were, for example, Bix Weir at roadtoruta.com, he has one product, and it's the what's it called? The private road, right? So his subscription is called the private road. So he's got that one product, and I think he has it on the yearly subscription. I'm not sure if he does month to month, but at least he does it on the yearly subscription, right? Now, in order for me to use PayPal on the Beyond Mystic website to do subscriptions, I have to apply for a different license of PayPal. Whereas right now, I can process transactions for those one-on-one products. But in order to do subscriptions, I have to enable another feature. And so I've gone through the process now of asking PayPal to add that feature to my account, and that clicks off a review status. And so I'm in that process now with PayPal. And so essentially that will enable me to do recurring renewable subscriptions, like either the monthly or the yearly, which right now I can't do with the PayPal option I have on my website. And so that's the first thing. There's a delay there, and it's sitting at PayPal right now in order to approve or deny that application. Now, if they approve that application, just to let you know, I'm going to run into another problem, because when you enable that option of the recurring payments, it changes basically your the checkout process. And right now, if you buy a la carte videos, you click, okay, I'm buying episode 12 of Janine. Here's the $199, submit, blah, blah, blah. It goes through your PayPal checkout, and then you get the confirmation form. It says, okay, you've just purchased episode 12. Here's the link to Janine's episode 12. Here's your password. Now, if I go to this new platform or this new enabled feature, you won't get that page. It wants to land you to a specific page um, for the recurring transactions. And so I'm going to have to find a way so that the pay-per-view people can still find basically their receipt and their links if they're doing the a la carte, and also find another way where if people are buying the subscription, they go to a completely different confirmation system where it brings them to their membership status, it shows them that they're an active member, and it gives them access to what's going to be now on the website, a new insider access pass corner behind a wall where you guys will have access to all of the videos. So as you can see, there's there's work involved there, and I'm not done. I'm doing a lot of the back end waiting for the approval. Now, so that was the second part. The third part is, let's say that doesn't work for some reason. Either PayPal doesn't accept um, the upgrade, and I don't know why they wouldn't accept it. I mean, I've been up there on PayPal on PayPal for quite some time, numerous transactions, and very few. I think two or three people who had submitted a ticket to PayPal. How do you call them? Transaction. I forget what the status is, but they challenged the transaction, and most of the time, actually 100% of the time, it wasn't that I hadn't delivered the product. It's just that they hadn't noticed that they had the product in their spam folder, and so they were disputing the transaction on the basis that I hadn't sent them the episode, and which of course was not the case. So my rating at PayPal is extremely high. I have nobody complaining about the service. You pay, you get the service, absolutely no problem. So again, I don't think PayPal would disapprove my application. That said, there might be other mitigating factors, so we'll see. I'll just leave it at that for now. So I think you understand. So then there's other payment platforms that I can use. Stripe. There's a couple of other ones that I'm investigating right now, and those two. Okay, and why that's not too appealing to me as well is the moment you change something, you always have the opportunity or the possibility of breaking something that's already working. And you know me, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And so the pay-per-view episodes work really well. And so for the people who continue and who wish to continue to buy a la carte, I want to make sure that works for them as well, right? With whatever new process is working on. And so Stripe, um, you can pay with your credit card, your debit card, but you can't pay through PayPal. And a lot of people right now are used to paying through PayPal to get their pay-per-views. So I want to make it, again, when I said at the beginning of the show, I want to make this as easy it is from a technical standpoint, but also as easy as possible for both customers, the a la carte customer, and eventually here the Insider Access Pass customer that will be migrated over from Patreon. So that's the long story. So you can tell I've been a little bit stressed this whole week just working on all of that back end stuff. And every time I get to a certain level, okay, I'm almost there. Then I see, oh, but you need this, or oh, you need that plugin. Oh, well, that plugin isn't compatible with that plugin. And so you see, yeah, there's a lot there. Okay, so let me see if I can find dump PayPal. They're corrupt. Yeah, Craig. Yeah, well, so far they've been good to me. They have. And if you look at the other processing payment platforms, they're all about the same price in terms of percentage of the transaction costs and all that. So far, I haven't had any problems with PayPal. They haven't held any of my funds for no reason. Again, my reputation with them is stellar. Quite a few transactions with almost no, or actually zero receivable complaints on PayPal. So we'll see. I don't know. All right, courage. Yes, courage. I need the courage. Venmo is also an option, but again, Jenny, what I'm trying to do is not break anything for the people who are already using PayPal and who are happy with that. And as soon as you add another component, it's another disruption to the business flow. And I've already had a lot of disruptions to the business flow because of the censorship. So I'm trying to make it easy, both on myself with this extra workload and also on the customers who are used to having their product a certain way, right? So, Yes, I'm trying to read the chat here. It's a little bit small on my thing. No problem so far. JC Crypto Chris, okay. Love you, Jean-Claude. Merci. Marie Teresa, huge. Thank you so much. Huge, huge. Is that how you say your name? Hudges? Hudges? Hughes. Maybe Hughes. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Okay, let me scroll up here and see if I missed anything. Maybe use Twitch. No. So I don't think it will work for the application I'm using. Venmo, yeah. Okay. That might be something else I'll look into as well. Ronnie says thank you. Merci Ronnie, I appreciate that. Okay. They canceled Patreon stating they were not upholding their promise. Yeah, that's a problem, right? And that's the thing too. Like right now, like they didn't even treat me correctly because they said, "Oh, let's look at what we can do here." And I said, "Yeah, I'll look at the content. Let me look at this and see how we can work." To I was trying to salvage the situation basically on Patreon. And then out of the blue, 2 days later, they canceled the account, but they said, "Oh, but you can still communicate to your subscribers and they can still see your content." I'm like, "No, they can't see my content. Everybody's telling me, hey, it says page under review and they can't see anything." So it's kind of a dick move. It's very frustrating. And again, dude, there was over 100 hours of videos to watch to try to get back in line with whatever their guideline interpretation was. And of course, it's summer. The kids are here. Got shit to do. I mean, there's just, so they were kind of making it impossible to stay there. So at this point, listen, just so you know, here's the thing: if you're a Patreon member there too, they will not charge you the first of, what are we today? We're July, so they won't charge you the 1st of August up until the point where my page is back up. So again, I'm still hoping I can salvage that. So hold on. So you're not going to lose a dime here. Hold on. They're not going to charge you until my page is back up. So if by August 1st, I am not able to resolve the situation on Patreon, then none of the Patreons will be charged on August 1st because my page will be suspended at that time. So you don't have to worry about being charged and not having the content starting August 1st. So my suggestion to you, if you can, just hold on here. We have 2 weeks left in July, and as I said, I'm working two options on top of trying to consolidate the one with Patreon. So either way, something is going to unblock at some point. Here's the thing with all of the options, I don't control the timeline. So I can't tell you, oh, it's going to be, Saturday, or I can't tell you it's going to be next Tuesday. I don't know. I'm waiting for those guys. Am I in the way here? Okay, no. A lot of it is out of my control. So again, so maybe what I can ask you guys, maybe just hold on for another week or two here before August 1st, before making any. Hey guys, I'm back. Uh, yeah, so my phone's overheating again. Again, it's a really, really hot day. So I've just cranked up the AC here. I hope you can still hear me. Give me a 5x5. Maybe bring the fan down maybe just a little bit here. Can you guys still hear me okay? Okay, Jenny says 5x5. Okay, thank you. Okay, so let me try to wrap up here before my phone blows up again. So again, please hold on if you're a Patreon member. Hold on another week here. Either way, it's going to be resolved either there or with two other options. Again, I apologize. I can't give you a date. It's out of my control. There's a couple of processes where it's in somebody else, a third party's hands in order for me to be able to proceed. So give me time. And again, my promise to you guys, I will fulfill. I always do. I always give you more than I said I'm going to give you. So hold on. And just, again, bear with me as I fight this fight. This is the nature of the game right now. We are at the 11th hour. I don't know if you saw the episode yesterday with Bo Polney. Things are getting really, really crazy. And of course, if you haven't watched it already, go check out the episode with Penny Kelly on the pay-per-view site right now. It's called ETs and Human Trafficking. And in there, she finally talks about being able, for the first time in almost a year now, she's able to see across that white wall that was preventing her to see the outcome of the transition we're in now. So if you want to check out that episode, go check it out at beyondmystic.net/pay-per-view. There's only one Penny Kelly episode there. People are saying, oh, it's too old. No. It's because it's been delayed quite a few times, but it was the original one. So it's been out since, I believe, Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. So you guys go check that out. Absolutely amazing episode. Marie, yes, it sucks, but it's part of the game here. And we're going to continue to fight and continue pressing forward. And I absolutely love you guys. You guys make it possible for me to be here. Thank you so much. I love you. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And join me tonight at 6 p.m. With Solretta. It's a simulated reality, episode 12. It should be a really good one. And I might have something special this weekend too. We'll see. But again, bear with me, guys. I'm reducing a little bit the content I'm producing every week on YouTube, just so that I can concentrate on all of the back-end programming to try to fix the insider access pass issue we're dealing with. So a week or two, we should be back in the saddle, full swing, and producing 2 or 3 episodes a day like we normally am. For now, it just is what it is. Valérie, yeah, keep on fighting, TC. Yeah, absolutely. Get Cliff on. Yeah, Cliff's super busy. He sends me emails once in a while with some of the crazy updates he's getting from the linguistics. So yeah, he's just hard to schedule because he's doing a lot of work, and so it's hard to pre-plan like live streams with him. But I'll reach out again to see if we can do something really cool. Especially if you guys haven't seen it, actually, go check that out. If you want the latest updates, maybe encapsulated in a 1-hour show, go check out Greg Hunter's interview with Cliff High. It was produced last couple of days, and you'll find Greg Hunter on Rumble. Of course, he's also been censored off of YouTube. Go check out that episode. You'll get the latest jive from Cliff. Absolutely amazing episode. CB says your Patreon works now. Really? I highly doubt that, but okay. I'll go check that when I get home later tonight. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, Patreon is completely locked out now for me. You see? Okay, yeah. There's something weird. You might be on a distributed server and it might be on or off, but I don't think it works for now. Yes, it does. What does, Ashley? I'll show you. Okay, I'll wait, guys. Hopefully my phone doesn't blow up here. Let me know if you're a Patreon member, if you can log in right now, and if you can see all of our content. If any of you are already logged in, I'll wait to see if I can see a response for you guys. That's interesting. But at any rate, I don't think it's a long-term solution unless we have a change in this censorship law or the application of the law, actually. Because right now, you could argue that all this censorship is absolutely against our rights. And so Ashley says I can't. Okay, Ashley. It shows everything now. Really? No? Nothing. Okay, so you guys seem to be See, again, it could be a distributed server thing where some people are still getting, like, this is wonky. Again, they might be playing with it in the background too as we're going. So I don't know. See, it doesn't work for me, Jenna. It works for Michelle. So who knows? Who knows? All right. Okay, guys, I'll let you go before my phone blows up. I don't want to make you wait here. So, again, big thank you to everyone. Just stand by me, please. Again, I always fulfill, and I will here as well. I just need time. And now you understand all, all of the hurdles I have to jump through to make this work for you guys. So, it's going to be a little bit longer, and I don't control the implementation date because of third party involvement here. So thank you so much, guys. And I'll see you guys at 6 o'clock with Soretta. All right, guys, I love you. Please hit that like button, and we'll see you soon. Au revoir, guys.